A while ago, I made this video called How to Make Every Day Sick, and I was happy to see that a lot of people liked it. If you haven't watched the video yet, I highly recommend you watch it because it'll explain a lot of the things I'm going to talk about right now. I want to talk about a few things that aren't necessary, but if you do have, will help you a ton with making every day sick. First thing, you probably already have, is a phone or an electronic device, a bike, a driving's license, money, and just a willingness to try something new. So the reason why I want you to have a phone is to go on Google Maps and type in your location or the area that you live around and go on the satellite mode and then zoom in and see the structures around you. Maybe there's some cool building, maybe there's some trees, some nice forest place, some park that you didn't even realize that was 5 minutes away from you. Start exploring like it's some treasure map of these cool little places that you can go to. And then when you find a few of those spots, which I guarantee you probably will, walk to those places, bike to those places. If it's far away, ask your parents to drive you or get a driving license yourself. Get into the process of getting a driving's license. And money isn't required for this, but it does help if you want to buy some hot dog at some stand that you're going to at the park or something like that. But what I want to do is answer these questions I've been getting about the daily experiences challenges thing. And the first thing that a lot of people ask is, what if you don't feel like going outside? The way I love to look at it is break it down one step at a time. So if you're inside, sitting on your computer chair watching this video, start off by standing up. Then just put on your shoes. Then open your door and walk outside. Then walk for 5 minutes in a direction and then boom, you're already outside. It's a lot easier to think of it like that instead of thinking of it like go outside to this park. And as soon as I start doing the first step, that gives me so much motivation and excites me to go outside and actually have a sick life. Another question I get is, how do you come up with ideas to go outside? I want to say the opportunities are really endless with this. But here are a few things that I've done or that I am going to do. The first thing is going on Google Maps and finding a cool spot around myself. Doing a yard sale, so selling a bunch of stuff that I don't need. I plan on doing this in the summer on a weekend. It's going to be so fun. Going to make a couple $100s while clearing up some space that I don't need. Playing sports with friends, I do this so much and it's so fun. If you have the ability to go out with friends or do something, I highly recommend that. I also went biking this one time with my friend. It was so fun biking downhill and exploring what's around us. And I highly recommend saving up the money to buy a bike because it is such a great investment. And it'll give you the ability to go places way faster without having to have a car. You don't need some brand new idea every single time that you go outside. It's completely fine to do the same thing over and over and over. Even if you just go on a walk around where you live for 5 minutes, it's way better than sitting inside and doing nothing. I feel like every time that I've been outside, I've always gotten some new experience. Like playing sports, for example. One day it's just a 2v1, I'm 2v1ing people and I'm winning. The next day I'm doing a 4v4 with a bunch of strangers and I'm having a ton of fun. The next day some trash talker comes and I destroy him. So there are a ton of opportunities and different things that will happen even if you do the same event or topic over and over again. But what if there isn't nature around you? What if you don't live in the wilderness like I am? Well, a few things you can definitely do is talk to people, be with people, play sports, and even if there isn't stuff around you, I'm sure there's stuff 20 minutes away from you. You can bike there, you can drive there, and I'm sure there's a ton of strangers that you can talk to. But what if your parents don't want you to bike super far? What if your parents don't even want you to go outside? Well, with the challenge thing that I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be outside. You can do things inside. You can do 1,000 push-ups in one day. You can do 100 pull-ups in one day. You can clean your room, clean your house, create things, start making money online, things like that. If your parents won't let you go outside alone, you can go outside with them. Also, one thing I will say to let you build up the ability to actually go outside alone is to build up the trust. And how do you do that? You do that by showing that you've actually been improving in your life. If you don't just sit on your computer all day and you actually want to do stuff, you actually want to play sports with people, you actually want to start making money, you actually clean and help around the house. That's what's going to get you to have your parents trust you and let you stay up earlier, let you go outside. The amount of times I've been out at night biking around and my parents are completely fine with it because they trust me and I know they trust me. One time I was playing basketball, my friend asked me, "Aren't your parents going to be mad that you're staying up late?" And I was like, no, they trust me. But 1 year ago, they wouldn't have. Because I've been constantly improving. It is going to take a while. It is going to take some effort. But I guarantee it will happen one day or another. But what if you live in the city and it might be a little dangerous for you to go outside? You can do stuff inside, do art, create things, exercise. But you can also go out with your family, with your friends. Be in a group and also go to nice parks and little community areas that are in the city. And you can also bike or drive somewhere with your parents or alone. And I remember I was driving in the city once and I was just thinking, okay, what if I actually did live here? How would I make every day sick? And then I saw like, okay, well, there's this cool park that they have that's like 5 minutes away from me and I could just bike there or walk there. I can go out with my parents and actually do this one thing. There's a store right here that I can buy some stuff from and talk to the cashier and develop friendships there. The more things I realized I can actually do, I was actually starting to think like, actually, I wouldn't mind living here. You know, as long as you don't like purposely go outside in the dark with like $1 million hanging around you, you'll be pretty fine. I feel like it is worth the risk if you take it in the right way. If you feel like there's not much stuff to do outside, or I didn't say a specific thing that can help you exactly, you have to think outside the box. And the thing I love about this is that it's not like a one-size-fits-all answer, like, go on a walk for 5 minutes. I just say that because it's a suggestion. Tweak around this, play around this, and find what works for you. Maybe a cool experience for you would be painting this nice artwork inside, and for someone else it might be going on a 1-hour run in the city while it's blazing hot outside. Everyone's different. Everyone can do this differently. Think outside the box. I did the math and there's approximately 1.73 billion things you can do to get a cool experience. And I think you can do one of those things. So do one of these things right now, even if you already did it before, and go get it. Go make every day sick. I appreciate you so much for watching this. The last thing I want to talk about is that getting experiences and more things like that will help a ton if you have money and if you start making money right now. And if you're interested in making a decent amount of money, along with getting more experiences and improving your habits and all of those things, consider joining the School of Fish. I'm constantly adding amazing things to it, and I feel like it's a great investment for you to make. But no worries if you don't want to get it. I do have a free like-minded club you can join in the description as well. Hope you have a great rest of your day and hope you make every day sick. Peace.